I'll wait for my mic. There we go. Let me try that again. Good morning, Infinity. My mic was down, but it's back on now, and we are live streaming right here on this beautiful 14th of November in the year 2021. 2021 is the year of alignment. So excited to have you with us today. So excited you could join us for today's fellowship and service. Got a great thing for you today. It's a get out of jail free card. Can you believe it? Stay tuned, find out what that is with the message. We got music coming up today with the Voices of Infinity. Sister Kenetha Carr with Brother Regi Wooten. And of course, your Standing Ovations coming up a little bit later. And all the fellowship that makes Infinity, Infinity. We're getting started in just a few minutes. And while we're taking care of the rest of the pre-service business, we invite you to check in, say hello, gather the family, gather the friends around, and let us know you're here. And in the meantime, enjoy this week's edition of Infinite Trivia. See you on the other side.
Good morning. Wakey wake, shake, shake. I bet you're up now because you did some trivia. How many answers did you get right? If you're like me, I kind of messed up on a few, but good morning. We are ready to get this going, and y'all know how we do every morning. Have a good time. If you feel like dancing, go ahead and dance, snap your fingers, and we'll feel you through the screen. Yes, good morning. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me, someone I've needed so long. For once unafraid, I can go where life leads me. I know how I'll be strong. For once I can touch what my heart used to dream of long before I knew someone warm like you would make my dreams come true. Yeah, 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 yeah. For once in my life, I won't let sorrow hurt me, not like it's hurt me before. For once I have something I know won't desert me. I'm not alone anymore. For once I can say, this is mine, you can take it. As long as I know I have love, I can make it. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. Ah, baby, play, Regi. For once in my life. For once in my life, I won't let sorrow hurt me, not like it's hurt me before. For once I have something I know won't desert me. I'm not alone anymore. For once I can say, this is mine, you can take it. As long as I know I have love, I can make it. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. Yeah, I have someone who needs me. Someone who needs me, yeah. Who needs me, yeah. For once in my life, I have someone who, for once in my life, I have someone who, for once in my life, I have someone who, hey, 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 come on, y'all, come on, say it with me. For once in my life, hey, y'all, once in my life, come on, for once in my life, hey, for hey, for once in my life, for once in my life, hey, for once in my life, for once in my life, woo, for once in my life, for once in my life, that's hard for once.
As we come into this place, as we gather, wherever you are in the world, we are welcoming you in. We welcome you into the space of meditation and prayer, which is how we start the Infinity Fellowship every single week. I'm Jeff-obafemi Carr. I'm the Chief Spiritual Officer here. We're excited to be starting year 8 this month of the Infinity Fellowship. As you're gathering people around the TV set or the computer or the tablet or the phone, digital device, we invite you to still yourself in a moment of breathing and just allow the oxygen to enter into your body. Take a deep breath. Let it all go. And just continue to breathe, inhaling the oxygen into your lungs, knowing that as you send it inside your body, it goes through your blood, through your heart, even goes into your brain, goes into your mind, body, and spirit together. Continue to breathe like this. Continue to embrace the stillness, because it is in this still and gentle space that we embrace the spirit of the God of your personal acceptance and understanding. Allow your eyes to close gently for a moment as we release into the breath. As we relax all of the tension in our bodies, inhaling the fullness, letting go of the stress in the exhale. Remembering in this moment of goodness the powerful energy of the stillness, the delightful recognition of the spirit of love in our lives, as we are united in the breath all over the world, we invite you to now bow your heads and open your hearts to tune into that wonderful power that is deep within. Some of us call it God. Some of us call it divine source. Some of us call it spirit. Some of us call it the universe. For some, it has no name because that energy is so big, so all-knowing, so all-loving, that all we know it as is a feeling, as a connection, as a light. We speak in the awareness of that presence right now. All-knowing, all-wise, all-loving God, we thank you today for your presence within each and every one who is tuned in to the Infinity Fellowship today, to each and every person who tunes in to the replay and receives their spiritual food in this community. We give thanks in this moment with a powerfully grateful heart. We thank you. Thank you for always reminding us when we get off track that alignment is found in the breath, in the stillness, in the recognition, in the gratitude, in the attitude of walking in this space, knowing that we are created in your divine image and likeness. And so we are tasked with a mission. That mission is to be present right now in this world as you are present always in our hearts and our minds. Thank you for the gift of family. Thank you for the gift of music. Thank you for the gift of technology. Thank you for the gift of jobs and careers that feed us. Thank you for a divine mission and purpose. We speak your continued blessings. We proclaim the blessings upon this service today. That something is said today in the message, that something is shared in the song or the music, something is shared in the fellowship. that reminds someone out there who needs to know, who's feeling lonely, that they're never alone, that you're always with us, that you're always loving us, and that we operate as little lights to your grand divine soul. We give thanks in this moment, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. Take a deep breath in, exhale to release, as we now prepare for the pouring of our libations. I'm so delighted to stand today at the altar in the Infinity Center in the Infinity Fellowship Room. This is the space where all this energy emerges from. And at this altar that represents the fire, the water, the air, and the earth, we pause in this moment to pour libations. And pouring libations is simple. Libation simply means pouring out of water. On the street corner, we pour a little bit off of something else to remember the brothers who ain't here. Remember that from the old days. But it came from somewhere. It's an ancient ritual. So when we pour off a little bit off the top, we're saying we remember that we're standing on the shoulders of those who have gone before. So we invite you in this moment in the chat to join us as we pour our libations today. Because as we pour a libation, we connect the living, represented by the water, to those who have transitioned into life after life, represented by the earth. It's an ancient ritual. It has modern understandings because it reminds us that we didn't get here by ourselves. We got here because of generations of people who poured into us, and we are their manifested dreams. Isn't it awesome to be able to complete that circuit symbolically today? Energetically today. So I invite you into this space as we pour our libations. As the ancestors say to us, remember me. When those thoughts come into your mind, when those names, when those faces come up, go ahead and call their names aloud. Whisper them with your hands across your heart. Type them into the box. We invite everybody's people here today as we pour. Cool water. Freshen our spirits today. Ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house of spirituality. Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors all together from around the world. Ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Almighty Father God, and divine creation. Ashe. Grant to us peace, prosperity, abundance, health, right and righteous mind. Ashe. We pour today in all directions. To the direction of the north, from whence we receive our guidance, where we stay straightforward on the path. Ashe. To the energy of the south, where we never forget where we came from. Ashe. To the energy of the rising sun in the east, it lets us know that everything is going to be all right. And if we got up today, we got another chance to get it right. Ashe. To the setting energy and the rising lunar energy of the west, that reminds us that the darkness is a period of nurturing and growth from which we shall emerge. Ashe. To the ground below us, where we find ourselves rooted in who we are, proud of our diverse cultures, and yet coming together in the space of self-confidence. Ashe. To the energies above, the space we perceive in this human existence to be the heavens, the space where we see our dreams written in the sky. the ability to pull them from the sky into this manifest reality, Ashe. Into the space, the sixth and final space, where all of these points intersect, the space of the heart. May we continue to love, may we continue to live, Ashe. To those who came into our consciousness by the virtue of blood, those who were with us when we walked through the mud, whether they're relatives in the community, whether they're people in the barbershop, whether they're people at the work site, people who poured into us, who we now remember, Ashe. We invite you during this time to call their names aloud or type them in the box as we pour the next few pours of water. Collectively to the children in the world, womb, and yet unborn. Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. It is done. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, voices. How y'all doing today?
Good.
Y'all feeling great? Y'all looking great as usual?
Thank you.
Energy coming out the space. How y'all feeling at home? We hope that y'all are feeling good. This is a great gratitude moment. This is the time where we generate gratitude at Infinity. And how do we generate gratitude? We start off Sundays with gratitude. We get to say hello to you in the chat box. We're putting our chat feed live on Facebook and YouTube. Send our energy into the space today. We worked through the tech space from last week to this space this week, and we do trust and we speak that all of it has been resolved. So as it has been resolved, we're inviting you today, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, to go ahead and type something that you're grateful for into the box. Share it with us so that we can see what you're grateful for. We say good morning to you, and we say it in a song. So as we're saying good morning to you, go ahead and sing along with us. Grab your kids, shake them and dance with them and say good morning to them. Let us know who you are. Say hello and let us know where you're broadcasting in from. Share one thing that you're grateful for. Come on and join us as the voices lead us in. And so it is.
Yes. Good morning. Woo, woo. Real simple song. Y'all know how we do it. A good morning to you.
Yeah.
A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. And we say da 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 da. A good morning to you. A good morning to you, and you, a good morning to you. Good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to all of you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say a da 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 da. A da 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 da. good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Play, Regi. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We say da 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 do 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 da 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 do 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 do. Good morning to you. Good morning to you and you. And we say da 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 do 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 do. Good morning to you. 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 To all of you. Yes. Good morning. And we saw all of those great good mornings. Everybody's feeling good and amped up this morning. And we're going to keep it going because Second Sunday is Nurturing Sunday. So you know how we like to nurture y'all. And I know back in the day, they used to always have songs that made us think and remind ourselves of some things. So I think we're ready. Good morning. What y'all know about this one, honey? If you disrespect anybody that you run into, how in the world do you think anybody's supposed to respect you? If you don't give a heck about the man with the book in his hand, I'll just get out the way and let the gentleman do his thing. You're the kind of gentleman that want everything your way. Hey, take the sheet off your face, boy. It's a brand new day. Come on, y'all. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Da, da, da. Respect yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you don't respect yourself, ain't nobody gonna give a good cahoot. No, respect yourself. Respect yourself. Come on, respect yourself. Respect yourself. Da 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 da. Hey, 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 yeah. walk around thinking that the world owes you something 'cause you're here. You're going out the world backwards like you did when you first come here. Keep talking about the president won't stop air pollution. Well, put your hand on your mouth when you cough. That'll help the solution. All your girls around women folk and don't even know their names. Yeah. And you're dumb enough to think that'll make you a big old man. Hey, respect yourself. Respect yourself. Come on and respect yourself. Respect yourself. Hey, if you don't respect yourself, ain't nobody gonna give a good cahoot. No, respect yourself. Respect yourself. Come on, respect yourself. Hey, respect yourself. Hey, respect yourself. Come on, kids, respect yourself. Come on, parents, respect yourself. Everybody, respect yourself. Hey, respect yourself. Come on, respect yourself. You need to respect yourself. Hey, respect yourself. Yes, respect yourself, y'all. Everywhere.
Respect yourself. If you don't get anything else, that's the voices of Infinity, Kenetha, Carr, Regi, Wooten. Oh, man. We're going to say we didn't need no music. We don't need no real full band. We got a whole band and 2 folks. We got an entire orchestra. What do you think about that? So excited to have many of you here. That energy you feel is the amplified attitude of gratitude that we practice here at the Infinity Fellowship. So great to see so many of you. We put your chat up live, so guess what? Everybody got to see your gratitude moment, and they didn't have to worry about me missing any of them because they're on the stream. Isn't that great technology? Isn't it awesome? So good to see everybody out there. Felina, good to see Wisconsin in the house. Good to see Georgia in the house. Good to see Cali in the house. Good to see North Carolina in the house. Good to see Texas in the house. Good to see Jody, Felina. We got RJ is in the house today. Cindy. Cousin John is in the house from Ohio. He wants to know about the temperature here. It feels good. I could go to the door right there. Yeah. The sun is out, but it was cold this weekend because I slept outside in a tent. But it's feeling good, y'all. So thanks for talking to us and to talking to each other in the chat, because that's an important way to fellowship while we are still virtual. Can't wait to see you guys. Isn't it going to be a blast? But we want to bring up our leading lady here of Infinity Fellowship, who's going to talk us through our statement of infinitude. If you ask a question, what gets us together? Why are we always so hyped? Why is this fellowship like it is? If you never visited us in person, you're experiencing probably about what, babe, 20% of the real energy? Yes. So you better make sure you can handle it, because we've got that infinitude flowing today. So we invite you up, Sister Kenetha, for our statement of infinitude.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Hey. So welcome into the Infinity Experience. We're live, online, ready, and in charge. Let me remind you, because you know I do this every Sunday. Here at Infinity, we don't want to tell you what to call or how to define the God of your own personal acceptance and understanding. That is an intensely unique, personal, beautiful relationship. Here at Infinity, we simply affirm your unique connection. The second thing is, whatever you call that source energy, you'll hear us say, God interchangeably with the universe, divine source. What you see around you, baby, is the proof it was showing off when you were created after the same image and likeness. And so now it's a time that we speak aloud our core agreements that bring us together at infinity. We call that infinitude. Infinitude is defined in the dictionary as a state or quality of being infinite or having no limit. We have a unique mix of faith backgrounds at Infinity, but what centers us is the spirituality we all share in common. For us, infinitude is defined as infinity with an attitude, and that attitude is gratitude. And the snap you just heard is a spiritual practice that gives us life and meaning. Snap is on your screen, and we recommend you take some time to meditate on both it and our statement of infinitude by visiting our website at myif.org. The S in SNAP is for spirituality that transcends religion and connects you to the God of your own understanding. The N is for nurturing of ourselves and others, mind, body, and spirit. The A is for action, because we take action on our callings and walk in our divine purpose every day. And finally, y'all, the P is for the proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining of healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We are grateful that you all are here as unique manifestations of our Creator, the loving, living spirit of our commonality, the divine source of all creation, perceived by many names, yet known by only one energy. I invite you to join us in the affirmation of our statement of infinitude. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it, because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so according to the many ancient terms of affirmation. Amen, Amin, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe.
Today, right now, in this moment, this is the day that the God of your acceptance and understanding has made. It's a moment to rejoice and to be glad in it. We invite you to sing along with us, sway along with us, speak the words of power of peace, love, and joy into your life with our worldwide congregational hymn, Peace, Peace. The words are on the screen. Join us.
Peace, peace, wonderful peace, enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, peace, peace, everlasting peace, let my peace shine bright, so the world can see love, 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 wonderful love, enter my heart.
Y'all sound good. I hear you from all the way, wherever you are. Thank you, voices, for leading us in our congregational space today. If you are a first-time visitor at the Infinity Fellowship, please let us know today. Type first time in the box. And if you type first time in the box, I guarantee you're going to get all of the love that is possible in the digital space. That means that you're going to get likes, you're going to get loves, you're going to get hearts, you're going to get muscle arms, you're going to get high fives, you're going to get the applause signs that I still to this day have not figured out how to make on a digital phone, on a phone or a tablet or a laptop. But people know how to make them. I think Sister Denise is an expert in making the hand clap signs, and Sister Keisha out there as well. But if you're a first timer, please let us know in the box so that we can shower you with love. I'll try to shout you out, and in case I miss you, though, everybody in Infinity is going to shout you out too. It's at this point in the service that we say hello to our first-time visitors. And if you've been seeking a space like the Infinity Fellowship, welcome home. Welcome to Infinity. It's a unique space. On first and second Sundays, we have our standard service. Third Sundays, like next week, we have If Speaks. And that's when you get a chance to speak back and to ask questions during the message. And we get that answered for you. So you have a chance to participate fully in your spiritual growth and your spiritual development on fourth Sundays. We move all of the chairs and we practice Yoga Sunday. So we're going to get your body on the mat too, so that it can align with your mind and your spirit. Our first time visitors, I'm going to acknowledge you in a second, and I'm sure you'll come up on the screen. Tony, you can pop them up however you want. If you see a first time visitor, go ahead and pull them up on the screen. If you are a first timer, I want you to just receive our visitor's greeting. If you are a new timer or old timer, however you consider yourself to be, I just want you to receive this visitor's greeting as well, because we are all visitors in this earthly existence. As we are wearing these earth suits, we are navigating this experience. So you're not a human being who showed up today to have a spiritual experience, but you know it's the other way around. Your spirit navigating the human experience. And we know the 5 W's: who, what, where, when, and why. Take a deep breath with me. Exhale, release. Oh, it feels good to take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Oh, yeah. Now hold your hands up if you got somebody with you watching the Infinity Fellowship. Go ahead and turn to them at this time. You can turn to the screen. You can feel this energy. But I want you to repeat after me. If it's your first time, you can just receive this. But as you're receiving this, I want you to keep something in mind. That people of all backgrounds, of all ethnicities, of all shades, of all orientations, of all genders around the world are saying this directly to you, with you right now. How cool is that? Let's get those hands up and send that energy. Deep breath in, exhale to release, and repeat after me. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me, where I can let you know that you are not alone. I'm with you and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. So welcome to Infinity. Welcome home. Ashe, oh! Give yourself yourself a little dance time. Shake it out. Give yourself a little dance and jam time, y'all. Feel it. That's the love of infinity. It's infinite. It's coming your way. Get into it. Hey, it's infinite. It's coming your way. Get into it. Oh, yeah. Say it's infinite. It's coming your way. So get into it. Yeah. Tony coming up in a minute, but I should have had him coming. Yeah. Hey, record that. It's infinite. It's coming your way, so get into it. It's coming your way, so get into it. Yeah. It's infinite. It's coming your way, so get into it. Yeah. Yo, we gonna carry that action into the giving. Hey, why? Because it's infinite. It's coming your way, so get into it. Hey, the offering is infinite. It's coming your way, so get into it. Because this is the time when we give back. This is the time when we appreciate it. Yeah, so, see, Regi was up, it's dangerous. So we get live again. It's gonna be so much fun. I love it. It's already fun. Having the energy that we get to have in the space today. Shout out to the tech crew, Tony and Signaris, Joshua Smith Carr, and everybody who makes this happen every single Sunday. This is the chance for us to take care of business at home. It's not just the financial business of supporting this ministry, which we are grateful to you for. Those of you who give on a consistent basis, those of you who may be first-time givers today, those of you who have been studying the laws of prosperity and you have found that giving has increased your not only a financial abundance, but it's created your spiritual abundance because you recognize that we cannot continue to take, we continue to give. And when we give, that spirit of giving comes back to us. So not only to those people in that space who give because we know that we pay for the lights, we pay for the sound, we pay for the broadcast, we pay for the Restream account, even when it acts a little funny. You know, sometimes you have to pay a little bit more for the premium service, but also because it is the spirit of giving that gives Infinity the reputation that it has in the community for doing great works, that gives us the vision for building housing for the underserved, that gives us the ability to feed people during the holiday season who are hungry, that gives us the ability to provide clothing for those who are in need, education for those young people in the summer who want to learn the arts and how to express themselves. It's all because of you. It's what we do in this moment. It is a very, very powerful spiritual moment. And so let us access that spirit by giving with a great spirit, by recognizing that everything is good. Everything that we've received is good. And so everything that we give is good. Take a deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Begin to put yourself into that space of goodness. Go ahead and close your eyes. Feel the goodness in this moment. Giving thanks for simply being here. Giving thanks for all that you've been brought through, all you've been brought through. Sit in that feeling of good, of acknowledgement that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And as we meditate on what we are giving today, we are planting it with intention, recognizing that money is simply energy. It's a way to vote in this physical world with what we believe, on what we believe is important. Mm-hmm. And we in Infinity know. We don't just believe, we just know that the universe, that God has been good to us. And so by giving, we complete that circle. Feel that energy, it's good. All right. And let's speak it forward as we prepare for giving. You can give via Cash App. You can give via PayPal. You can give via snail mail if you'd like. We put that slide up in a minute. That's it right there. You can take a picture of it. We also want to make sure that we send it together with intention. So wherever you are in the world, let's say together our offertory affirmation. Our offertory affirmation is clear. We're sending the energy into the universe, and let's say it together. O limitless, abundant Creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference, and so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken, and so it is. Repeat after me. Everything is good.
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 I got it.
I got it.
You got it.
You got it.
We got it good.
We got it good.
Let's give now and let's sing along with it because everything is good, y'all. Let's participate in this moment together. The voices will lead us in.
Ooh, everything is good. Everything is good, yeah. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Everything is good, yeah. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is so good. Everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on, tell yourself everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything in my life, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it. Hey, I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it. Hey, I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, you got it so good. Yeah. You got it so good.
What's up, Infinity? How y'all doing? Everybody doing good? All right, first off, first I gotta ask, can y'all hear me okay, everybody? All right, perfect. All right, now if you got a manifestation you've seen in your life that you want to report as a standing ovation today, go ahead and type it into the chat box for us at this time. So, welcome to November, the 11th month of 2021. And this is the year of alignment, and our daily mantra is, remember, everything's going my way. Now, we speak that you are being safe and embracing this opportunity to explore your spirituality on a deeper level than ever before. Yes. Now, Infinity came, camped, and conquered. Now, Friday evening was our first Infinity Fellowship camping trip. I wish I could have been there, but I was on the road, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Got to make that check. So, oh yeah. Now, right in the rear property of the Infinity Center, and I do want to say thank you all to the individuals and families who came and hung out, pitched a tent, and the surprise number of people who actually spent the night. And we know it was a chilly evening, but the fire pit was stoked all night. A special shout out to Lady Kenetha for being the hostess with the mostest, as usual. Sister Joanna Williams for being our camping and cooking guide. Mr. Andy McFadden Ketchum, sorry if I said it incorrectly, for being a great coach. And the Taylor family for the use of your awesome blow-up movie screen. And of course the King family for the generator fuel.
Yes.
So the turnout was exceptional, and what a great moment of in-person fun, learning, conversation, and of course, fellowship. And we will be doing it again in the very near and very warm future. And so on that note, Rev. Jeff, Sister Kenetha, it's time for Standing Ovations.
Tune your vibration to a high elevation. It's time for the good news, our standing ovation.
Shout out to Brother Tony and Signaris, also known as Tony I, here at the Infinity Fellowship. Thank you,
Great
brother,
energy.
for bringing in the announcements. Keep
I
that
know.
energy in the space today.
Space.
All right, Mama.
All right, so you know our high energy comes from our practice of snap here. That's why we keep snapping our fingers the entire time. We receive practical lessons and tools for our individual journeys, that spirituality. Get
I
my
love
words.
it. I love it.
Okay. We fellowship with like-minded spirits every week. That's nurturing. We take what we learn and apply it in our lives. That's action. And so if we do these, then every week we see examples of that progress, and
Yes.
that's the proof. So let us pause to enjoy a collective moment of manifestation and expansion. We'll call off your names as we receive them. So you've been typing in, hopefully now you're standing ovation. And once your name is called, we're going to snap it. And then at the very end, we are going to provide a collective standing ovation.
And just so you know, with the broadcast, there may be a delay. So if you've got a standing ovation, a manifestation that you want to type it in now.
Yes.
And that way you got a greater chance of us getting you on the screen and also shouting you out during live service, because as we like to do, we want to make sure that we celebrate the accomplishments that you have made and that the manifestations that you see are bearing fruit
Yes.
in your lives.
Yes.
It's all about that proof. It's all about that
Yes.
snap. That P is the proof. So as we get ready to read, as we check in the box and see who we got in here in a minute, we want to send a special standing ovation to we got some that we missed the last couple weeks.
Yes.
Did we miss Kai's birthday?
We missed Kai's
Okay.
birthday.
All right, to our 1, 2, 3, 4, to our fourth child, Kai, 4
Yes,
or 5. So
on
Kai
November
Omalara, if
1st.
you and girls are, you and Kamari are watching, we're sending you a shout out. Happy birthday to first.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Kai.
Happy birthday. Special
just
shout
turned
out.
12.
She's 12 years old. And not only did she come down off the great season with the JV volleyball team, but she also just made wrestling cheerleader.
She's a wrestler cheerleader. Woo. Go, Kai. After her mom. But
I was
don't
gonna say,
tell,
I wasn't gonna
don't
say
tell
anything,
people,
y'all.
you know, but, yeah, I did a little cheer and I was a wrestler cheerleader.
So Kenetha was a wrestling cheerleader,
Go
in
fight
addition to being a
women.
scholar and an activist.
Yes, at the great
Yes.
Martin Luther King Magnet.
Martin Luther King Magnet School. So in the tradition of her
Alumnus.
mother, she's doing that. So special shout out to them in that space there. We got some new messages going in there. So let's see what we've got. Okay, good. Okay, great. Here we go. Stand ovations. Let me move them in here. We got Tashana Lindsay, the Lindsay family up in Mesa, Arizona.
Woo!
Out in Mesa, Arizona. We love you guys, and it's always great to see you. So Talia, our 6-year-old, achieved her goal of getting her art grade back up to an A.
Oh,
She was so excited to get the good news on Friday. Congrats, baby girl.
You go, girl.
Congratulations.
You go.
A.
Keep it up, baby. Yes.
Straight A's. We love them. Show the excellence.
We
You're
like
brilliant.
that achievement.
That's
we
what
like
you're
to
here.
see that.
what you're here to do. You're here to be excellent, especially in the arts. We love it.
Yes.
So congratulations to the Lindsay family and their representation in the space. We got Brother Elliot is in the house.
Hey, Elliot.
Elliot, I'm going to be starting a new job in January that will be in an industry I just recently became more interested in. Perfect timing.
Woo!
2021 has been the year of alignment.
Yes, it has.
So Elliot, it's in the space today. It's expansive. It's in the space.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I didn't see a name on this one, but that's Tony.
Hey.
Tony
Hi, Tony.
has a manifestation. Tony had a meeting with my boss Friday, and he said I've been doing so well, he gave me a raise.
Go, Tony. Yes, that'll make a shout right there, won't it? Right, make a shout like that. Shout. Yes. Congratulations.
I tell you, plant the seed, it manifests, right? You do the work. Congratulations, brother T.
You always excel.
Yeah, you always have
everything.
a manifestation. Tony said to do this. I don't know what this means to do this.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do, kind of. A little bit. I've been told.
Make it rain, make it rain,
making it rain. Making it rain dollars.
Make rain, make it rain.
What particular culture is that coming from, my dear? Is it,
Well, okay,
is that
that's
okay?
that culture.
Big church culture.
We got kids watching. How about
Yes, yes, we're making rain abundance. It's the applause
It's the
and the
rain
rain of goodness.
Of
The hands of God will make it rain upon thee. It is written somewhere. Infinity 1, chapter 1.
okay.
Michelle's in the house from Texas.
Hey, Michelle.
Wonderful, stylish Michelle. We love you. Happy birthday, little one. Congratulations on becoming a cheerleader. Yes, absolutely.
thank
We're sending it to her, Michelle. We're going to let her know about that, and we're in there.
Yes.
All right, next we have Earl is in the house.
Woo!
Earl Terrain, a standing ovation to the thorough infinity format. What is it? What is its origin?
Oh.
Earl, you have a prescience about you. You have an ability and a
good
gift. I'm just
word.
going to tell you right now, because this is what we're talking about next week for If Speaks. So stay with us. Stay with us, and we're going to talk about the journey of how this fellowship
Yes.
has become an integrated space of spiritual practice.
Wow.
Come on through, man. Look at the universe affirmation.
Yes.
Come on through. Emptying the message today. Come on through. Download. I love it, Brother Earl. We're in the house today. Next, we have Sister Denise, coaching with head coach Angela Daniels Culliver, assistant, and me.
Yes.
The Music City Jazz are now 3-0. The Jazz are back. They're playing. That's the team that Denise coaches for. You all know. In the head-to-head competitive basketball game on last night's 141-14 victory. 141.
Yes.
You got 1 4s and 1s in that.
I know.
Some of your spiritually deep people
Congratulations.
translate.
Y'all
Congratulations.
go,
Shout out to Joshua Smith Carr for running our shot clock.
Go,
And Andrew and Karen for coming into attendance. So I got the ... So I know the rest of it is coming up in that space. Next we have Joanna's in the house today. Joanna.
Woo! Hi, Joanna.
We shouted you out already,
I
Joanna.
know. It was so much fun.
We had so much fun
Thank
camping.
you.
I got the
Thank
picture of
you.
Kenetha in the tent.
I did not want to leave, y'all. I did not want to leave that morning.
was the
I
next
was
morning.
like, no.
It wasn't that night.
No. Yeah.
We got her out there. We stayed
I
outside.
stayed overnight.
Yes,
I did it.
It was wonderful. I'm shouting her out. Stand ovation to you, Sister Kenetha.
Well, thank you. Because I almost went home. I had my bag ready. I was like,
almost let
it's
go.
too cold. I'm going home.
But you got it.
I did it.
You got it.
Yeah.
And I'm gratitude. Thank you, Sister Joanna, for helping us, and thank
Great
you for
idea.
setting up. And I thank the universe for that small tent and that air mattress. And I thank the
Yes.
universe for that cold, because it forced you to have to snuggle.
Oh.
And I got a chance to snuggle up a little bit. I'm just grateful. Hallelujah. In there. Sister Joanna says, had the opportunity to assist my best friend with closing on her home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Had another go under contract.
Yes.
Celebrated at my aunt's homegoing. We're speaking ancestral, traveling to life after life for her in a powerful way with you, and an amazing time with Infinity.
Yes.
We love you, sister.
Oh,
Great to feel that energy coming through the screen. All right, I think we have Lakeisha is in the house.
Hi, Lakeisha.
My husband and I celebrated 17 years of marriage, 11, 13, 17 years of marriage. What's up? We don't have an anniversary song, do we?
No, we don't. But
It's our anniversary. It's
your anniversary.
Go to the top, do you? Do you know what today is?
It's
our anniversary. It's
your anniversary.
17.
That's amazing.
And not only did you celebrate 17, we shouted you out during the announcements, but
Yes.
thank you. We put the screen in the basement.
We didn't leave it
We didn't
outside.
try to fold it.
Nope, we didn't try to fold
The
it.
Taylors provided the movie screen
Yes.
for our outdoor movie.
Yes.
So we had a great time. In addition
great
to
time.
celebrating the anniversary,
Yes.
they also stopped by Infinity to make sure that a group of people would have an awesome outdoor activity.
Sure did.
We can't thank y'all enough.
I
We
know.
love y'all.
Yes.
Lakeisha Try, y'all are family.
Yes.
And thank you for the revolutionary act of keeping it together.
Yes.
17
to many,
years.
many more.
And
Beautiful
17
years.
happy years.
Yes.
To double and triple that in that space today.
Woo.
All right, great. So we've got Brother Jay is bringing us in some flying energy. We brought him up earlier on the screen.
Woo, woo.
He's in between jumps and he watches on the
Yes.
replay. Keep amplifying that energy. Keep sending that positive energy
Yes.
in the house. And we are in there today.
Woo.
I think that may be everybody that we've got to get to, Sister
Okay.
Kenetha.
All
Unless
right.
somebody popped in. I want to make sure. Okay, good. Oh, I think we got it.
Okay, so at this time, if you shared, you get to have several seats, okay? And the rest of us, wherever you are, I want you to stand to your feet and we're going to give a thunderous round of applause, okay? Here we go. Congratulations. Those are the announcements and ovations for today. So it is spoken and so it is received. Ashe.
Ashe. Thank you, Sister Kenetha. Oh, what an exciting moment today. What a great fellowship. Congratulations to everyone who is seeing that manifestation in their world today. As we prepare for the message, for the word, I invite you to find a space of stillness and thanksgiving. Prepare yourself as you are pulling out your journals or your notepads, whatever you use, to write down the spiritual lessons that you get on Sundays from Infinity. And get ready for a good one. Take a deep breath. Calm everybody. Say, it's time to get ready. It's an infinite moment. And we encourage you to always write. Keep something near because Spirit speaks directly to you. And it speaks when you speak and listen from a space of gratitude. Let's give thanks. Voices of Infinity. Ashe.
Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks for all that is. Give praise, give praise, give praise. There will never ever be another day just like this day, so let's give praise now. Selah, 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 for all that is. Ashe, 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 for all that is. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks for all that is. Ooh, there will never ever be another day just like this day, so let's give praise now. Hallelujah, 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 for all that is. Namaste, 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 for all that is. Ooh, there will never ever be another day just like this day, so let's give praise now. We give praise and Ashe, Selah, namaste. We give praise for all that is. Ooh, there will never ever be another day just like this day, so let's give praise now. Ooh, there will never ever be another day just like this day, so let's give praise now. I said there'll never ever ever be another day just like this day, so let's give praise now. Last time, there will never ever be another day just like this day, so let's give praise now. We give praise and Ashe, Selah, namaste. We give praise for all that is.
As we give thanks in here, as we give praise, we're going to put up today's meditation so you can listen to it in your spirit as you hear that wonderful song from India Ari echoing in your thoughts. Today's meditation comes to us from the highly accomplished individual that many of us know as a legend, the great Oprah Winfrey. who reminds us in a space of gratitude. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, though, you will never, ever have enough.
Ooh, there will never ever be another day just like this day. So let's give praise now. Yeah, there will never ever be another day just like this day. So let's give praise now. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks for all that is. Give praise, give praise, give praise, give praise, give praise for all that is. Ooh, there will never ever be another day just like this day. So let's give praise now. I said there'll never ever ever be another day just like this day. So let's give praise now. Ooh, there will never ever be another day just like this day. So let's give praise now. We give praise and our shame. Say la namaste. We give praise for all that is.
Voices of Infinity. Thank you, Reg. Thank you, Kenetha, for this reminder that we are, as we exist, in a space of gratitude. Where are you today? Where are you right now in this moment? Are you just feeling the gratitude because you're here at service, or can you take the service and take the gratitude that you get from this moment and embrace it for the rest of the week? There's no other moment that can give us gratitude than the moment of loss. Have you ever had that moment where you thought somebody was a pain in your shoulder and pain in your gut until they weren't in your life anymore, and then you say, well, you know what? They really weren't all that bad after all, because they brought something unique into your life. The other night I was leaving, Sister Kenetha, I was leaving in the Infinity space, and I was driving along the interstate. And I was getting ready to get on the interstate on Whites Creek Pike. I swerved a little bit off the road. And as I was swerving off the road, I said there was something in the road. And it was a pretty nice sized buck deer laying there, man. Somebody hit the poor fella. And I said, oh, man. I don't like when any creature of God's creation has to transition. And especially when they have to transition in a traumatic way, right? And I think about that. I think about that when people talk about deer and talk about deer on the interstate. And there's this energy that we always use. We use these metaphors. We use these words. We say, well, I was trapped like a deer in the headlights. Right? Have you ever hear that? Somebody said I was trapped like a deer in the headlights. And as I was driving past the deer, I just spoke a word of ashe over that deer's energy, knowing that that deer was going to now join the divine creation. And wherever that deer was in deer heaven, it made me grateful that I never got caught to this point like a deer in the headlights. I never got caught in a space where I didn't know what was going to happen to me. I didn't get caught in a space where I was going to get knocked out by something that I didn't even think was going to exist. And it was going to transition me from this world to the next. Where are you today? Are you listening to this? Are you here? Are you present in this moment? Because you could have been trapped in the headlights. So I said, well, Rev, I'm not a deer. I don't know how this works. I'm not a deer. I don't know what you're talking about. So if I'm not talking about this, let me explain something to you about deer and the difference between a deer and you. Because today I'm giving you a get out of jail card. Because many of us have been trapped in jail. We've been trapped in physical jail. Some of us have been in physical jail. I know myself, I have more on that later. Come on, Spirit. But some of us have been in a mental jail and an emotional jail. Some of us have caught ourselves, have been caught, transfixed in the headlights of something that would do us harm. And we found that we could not move because of the paralysis of fear. You see, a deer getting caught in the headlights, that is a biological, it is a physiological response. And see, the deer have a bit different eyesight than we have. You see, in the retina of the human eye and the retina of the deer and most animals, there's a space where the photography takes place, where your mental imagery takes place. And so in this space of the retina, you have either rods and you have cones. Rods deal with sensitivity to light. The cones deal with depth perception, deal with color. Now, the human eye is constructed one way. The deer eye is constructed differently. It has more rods. So because it has more rods, it is extra sensitive to light. You might want to say it has built-in night vision. It can see through the darkness. Some of us need a little bit more rods in our lives because we get through the dark, we can't see anymore. A deer can see in the dark. However, when a deer, because it can see at night, finds itself moving through a roadway, how about the deer is moving through nature? Human beings created the roadway through the deer's property. It wasn't the other way around. See, we impose ourselves on nature and we say, well, what's wrong with the deer? Didn't the deer know that it wasn't wrong to cross the street? Doesn't the deer know what an automobile is? No. Did the automobile know what a deer was? Did the automobile recognize? Did the driver recognize that this deer, the rods in this deer's eyes were going to be so sensitive to light that it allowed them to see through the night? But it also made them hypersensitive. So when a deer hears sounds, it makes them react and they become afraid. They become fearful. They start to run and they're just doing what we're doing in life. We're trying to get somewhere and go home. That's all we're trying to do. But he found himself blinded by this extra light. And when this extra light came, this shininess came and reflected on the rods in the deer's eyes, it paralyzed them. Because it was overkill. It was so much light that you were looking at the small amount and it blinded you, and that blinding light created paralysis. The noise often makes deer react, and the noise creates confusion and fear, and many times the deer will run toward the very thing that will cause them bodily harm out of fear. See, some of us, we get blinded, right? Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody that didn't necessarily mean you well, but you were just blinded by all the shininess they brought? They looked so good. They talked so good. They felt so good. Oh, you just liked it. You were just hypnotized. You were blinded like a deer in the headlights. People were on the side trying to tell you, their loved ones were saying, hey, look, this is not going to work out well for you. Because a car is not going to work out well in relationship at the intersection with a deer. When you hear the noises in the world, the noises constitute fear. It feeds into the fear. So just like the noises of the traffic, just like the noises of the horns, just like the noises of the helicopters over the sky, it causes fear in the deer and makes the deer often run exactly into the thing that's going to cause harm. We experience the same when we are fed into by voices that are coming from different places that don't mean good in our lives. I'm trying to get y'all out of jail today because you've been in a jail that have our own construct. Isn't it difficult? Have you noticed your vibration when you get to scrolling and clicking and everybody's complaining about something, have you noticed that you begin to then adopt and adapt your energy to the energy of complaint and negativity? Have you ever had somebody screenshot something to you and they say, oh, so-and-so is talking about you online? I had somebody do that one time. And I said, please, if you consider yourself close to me, note that I had no idea who this person was. I had no idea what they were talking about. They extrapolated something from a statement that I made their own personal judgment based on their limitations, and then attempted to put that out there in a virtual space that had no bearing on my physical reality. So do not call yourself in alliance with me. If you are willing to stoke the fire of negativity, if you are willing to create more noise that is going to guide me toward my own self-destruction. Don't put me in the path of the moving vehicle. Those of you today who are working to get out of jail, you've got to move yourself into a space of alignment, and that space of alignment is gratitude. Can you give thanks for what you have right now? Can you give thanks and learn that the law is love. The law is growth. The law is abundance. And just like gravity is a law, if I jump up and kick both of my feet forward right now, if I were just to jump up, kick both of my feet at a 90-degree angle and hold them there for 0.6 seconds, I'm not going to try it now because I know what's going to happen, and you do too. If I jump and just hold my legs up here, what's going to happen? Am I going to be suspended in midair? Am I going to make you say, oh, he's levitating? No, I'm going to tell you what happened. I'm going to fall on my black behind. And I'm going to probably break a tailbone. And people will be like, I do not need to do this so that you get the point. I don't care if you like gravity. I don't care if you love gravity. I don't care if you hate gravity. I don't care if you follow gravity on Instagram. I don't care if you follow TikTok videos that gravity made. I don't care if gravity is your cousin. I don't care if gravity did something to your family member. I don't care what it is, because gravity don't care about any of that. Gravity is a natural law. What comes up must come down. You can argue over the law, or you can accept an understanding and embrace the law. When you embrace the law, you use it to your advantage. And if you ignore the law, you're still held accountable for it. So if the law is love, the first point I'm leaving with you is that you need to learn the law for your own protection. Because ignorance of the law is no excuse. If I don't know about the law of gravity and I attempt something complex and I hurt myself, saying I didn't know is no excuse, because the law does not forgive me. The law of gravity does not sit back in a chair on a throne and say, well, Rev Jeff didn't know that he couldn't put both his feet up in the air at the same time and float. So we're just going to hold him there and suspend him in midair, because I'm gonna be kind to him today, because the poor baby just didn't know he's about to break his back. So we go, no, the law is the law, and it shows no favorites. The law doesn't care if you're rich. It doesn't care if you consider yourself poor. It doesn't care if you're black, white, red, yellow, any shade in between. It doesn't care who you climb into bed with at night. It does not care, because the law is consistent to everybody. And if you don't follow the law, especially when you're made aware, because this moment is for you to be made aware of the law, I'm going to give you a pause that gravity won't give you. I'm going to say that somebody out there may have been ignorant of this law, but you're not ignorant from this moment forward. Because I'm giving you the awareness. I'm teaching you how to get out of jail. How do you end up in jail? You end up in jail because you break the what? The law. I know, look, all my deep folk, I know that there are many in jail because of the prison industrial complex and the investment in American capitalism. I understand all of that. But if I fall on my butt trying to defy the law of gravity, I am falling on the butt, not because gravity hates me, not because there's a gravitational industrial complex working in conspiracy to bring my butt to the ground. It's because I broke the law and I paid the price. What happens when you break the law of life and abundance and love and growth? That means that you are a lawbreaker. That's how you got into the jail that you're in right now, because you are operating in opposition to the law. You can't act in opposition to the law of love and expect love to come into your life. How are you going to say when love says that energy that exists between people and in communities and vibration, that vibrational frequency attracts people? So how can I act in a repulsive way toward others and expect to attract anything other than things that repel and repulse me? How can I act in a space of attraction when all I operate in is a space of rejection? I'm breaking the law of attraction. If I'm breaking the law of attraction, I am then going to be sentenced to jail, not by anybody who's out here judging, not by anybody who has any influence over your life or your circle, but by the fact, the physical law itself. So the next thing that I have to do, if I'm moving to get out of jail, if I'm moving to walk in alignment with love's laws, if I'm moving to no longer continue to be, as Michael Becker would say, an outlaw, because that's what you are. If you're outside the law, you're an outlaw. So if you're ready to stop living an outlaw life, stop getting put behind jail and get the keys just in front of you. You see the keys, you come here every Sunday, you see the keys. That's like being in jail in the old Westerns, and you're sitting here and you've been locked up by the law of attraction, the law of good, and the keys are hanging on the wall. And you taking off your belt trying to swing it over there to break out. You don't want to change the behavior because the behavior will get you out and keep you free on a permanent basis. You rather break another law and break out so that you can be on the run. And what are you on the run from? You're on the run from the things that want to bring you into alignment with the law. The law of love, the law of vibrational power, the law of abundance, the law of prosperity, the law of good is always there, just like gravity. You can run from it, you can avoid it, but it's still going to exist. Don't you want to be out of jail? Don't you want to be in a space where you can practice gratitude all the time? Well, how do you practice gratitude all the time? I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm going home. I'm going to tell you that as the Spirit just coming through, it's like, you're going to go whenever I tell you to go. This is the thing for me. I'm going to tell you, remember the time. Can you remember the time? If you need to remember, just think of Michael Jackson. Do you remember the time? You know, I'd do anything to make you remember. Remember the time we first met, girl, right? Do you remember the time? Do you remember the time when you had something negative happen to you? Do you remember the depression moment that you sat in? Do you remember what it felt like? I know it didn't feel good. Do you remember the type of people that came around? Do you remember the people that you called and texted when you were in a low space? Do you remember, were they in a low space too? Yeah. Did they say, hey, I got another friend that's in a low space? Did y'all all start texting each other and all of y'all talking about was a low space? How did it make you feel? I know it didn't make you feel good. It took you lower because you were operating on the lowest vibration and you were feeding into the fire of the low vibration. Do you remember that time? And do you remember how low you descended, how far you spiraled into the vortex of negativity and you decided you didn't like it, and then one day you woke up and you said, I can't do this anymore? Some of you may be in a point today where you feel like you can't do this anymore. You spiraled into a space, but I'm here to tell you the moment of recognition that you don't have to do this anymore, the moment that they call in addiction circles rock bottom, the moment that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's the moment when you start the uphill journey. This is that moment of awareness. This is when you start getting yourself out of jail, because you also remember a time when you were grateful. Do you remember a time when you not only got to something, but you got through something? Do you remember the last victory you had? Take a moment, close your eyes with me right now. I'm not even going to the negative because I'm not risking anybody falling off the wagon of gratitude. I want you to think of a victory you had in your life. A moment you recall that you said, oh yeah, this is it right now. Was it a wedding day? Was it a new job, a career? Was it seeing your art produced in front of you for the first time? Was it seeing a child born? Was it meeting a friend that you knew was going to walk with you? Get that image in your mind. Breathe into it. Remember the feeling. Hold the feeling. Now open your eyes. Those moments of gratitude you have to remember, because that is the way the universe is continually operating, legally speaking. You see, I'm telling you, I know. I got it, Spirit. I got it. See, listen, I'm going to tell you, because when you break the law, you have to receive the punishment. And often the punishment is always looking over your shoulder to see what's coming next. You ever have that feeling? Something good is happening and you say in the short term, yeah, I know this is going to be good, but the hammer is going to drop anytime. I can't even enjoy myself right now because the hammer is going to drop at any time. You know what kind of behavior that is? It is the behavior of a thief. It is the behavior of a thief who got some short-term gain, and they know that the short-term gain is going to run out. Some of y'all that lived on the corners and hustled, y'all know what I'm talking about. Me personally, when I was younger, I went through that phase where I was struggling to try to find myself, and I used to steal. That was my thing. I was a thief. I was a cute little thief. I was a round-faced little thief, but I was a thief nonetheless. Let me tell you something about thieving. And listen, for those of the people who found their way into the fellowship today, and they say, you know what, I came in for the fellowship. All the brothers talking about I was a thief. I can't be listening to nothing from a thief. I said I was, past tense. And don't act because somebody out there is you stealing right now. Some people come up with this show, they steal every week. They steal every week at Infinity. You come and you get the most powerful downloads of fellowship energy, and you don't put a dime back into the fellowship. That's stealing, right? That's taking, steal. Listen, that's not a judgment space. It's the law. You wonder why the law is not working in your life, because you are operating from a space of lack. And not only are you operating from a space of lack, you are trying to get something for nothing. And I know because I used to get something for nothing. And let me tell you about thieving so that you understand this, because I'm getting you out of jail. I'm keeping you from the experiences that I used to have. See, thieving starts with something real small. Maybe a piece of bubble gum. You walked out of a store, you forgot to pay. You really had good intentions. Don't you have good intentions sometimes? You don't mean to steal. You say, hey, one day when God is good to me, I'm going to bless somebody. That ain't the way it works. You bless somebody. God is always good to you. If you're up, walking, breathing, listening, God has been good to you. How much does a breath cost? Ask somebody in a COVID hospital right now, how much would they pay if they could guarantee that they're going to have the next 10 breaths? They would empty their bank account. They would sell every stock they had if they could pay for their next 10 breaths, and you getting your breath for free. So contributing something back to the world is just part of it, but it starts with some little pack of gum. Then you realize they didn't see me. So then you get a pack of gum. Then that might go to some sports cards, and then you might get a Snicker bar down your left pocket, and then you might realize I got two pockets. I got a Snicker bar in my left pocket. I got a Hershey Dark in my back pocket. And then you realize I got a long shirt on, and I put my long shirt on. I can get some M&Ms in the small of my back, and then you start figuring it out, and then you keep going further, because I'm going to tell you about that graduation. Stealing is an evolutionary process. It's an evolutionary addiction. This is why you read a government official. We had a government official here in Nashville. Couldn't stop stealing. Going in and picking up stuff, electronic stuff. Here you are, a big government official, but you have a mania. They call kleptomania. You can't stop stealing because you start getting addicted to the feeling as if you're getting away with something. As if the universal law doesn't apply to you. Then you get the hubris. Then your chest is stuck out. Then you get cocky. Say hello to my little friend. You start watching Scarface and start all that. You start thinking, I'm going to get something for nothing. But just like that money is short term, just like that gain is short term, you don't have any connection to it because it was somebody else's work that they put in place. And you just came in and snatched it and thought it was going to have long-term benefit. But the person who walked in it and created it, they're not sweating because they know that they're operating from a space of creativity coming from the universe. So they're going to keep getting more and more. Whereas you're trying to pick and steal something that belongs to somebody else, and it's going to be short term, and you're always going to be looking over your shoulder, waiting for the owner to take it back. Look at your life and how you give to people. How do you give financially? How do you give spiritually? How do you give intellectually? How do you pour? How do you show up even when you don't feel like it? Because I guarantee you there's a direct correlation between that and what you're not seeing in your life. You can't break the law and expect the law to shower long-term abundance on you. You get all this for free. There's an abundance space. Whether it's 2 people on a stream, 1 person on the street corner, or thousands of people around the room. This download is going to come, and the people who hear it are going to be transformed, and they're going to swipe that get out of jail card, and they're going to walk in freedom today. People who want to continue to do the same thing and not get and get the same result, and they want a different result, that insanity is going to continue to go. So I'm speaking to those of you who have decided that you're making a change. That you're going to recognize that you're going to embrace the law of love, the law of prosperity, the law of gratitude. That you're going to remember the time that you succeeded. And that you're going to speak from a space. Reason why Spirit had me share that is because I was a little bit caught in the headlights this week. And I was saying to myself, I said, hey, listen, Spirit, you normally give me some tidbits along the way. You let me know what's going on. You know, all you did is let me see a deer on the side of the road. What is that about? And what am I supposed to share with the people? And the voice came through very clear. It says, share what you know. Share from your experience. And let me tell you what I've learned from my experience. Let me tell you, in case you find yourself scared by the noise, running toward the thing that is not helping you. Let me tell you, in case you're blinded by the lights, the rods in your photoreceptors in your retina have you paralyzed right now. Let me tell you what I know. I know from living experience and observation of nature and everything that is around that is part of the laws like gravity. I'm telling you that somewhere in the Arctic Circle at just the right time, there will be a glacier that will break off. That glacier will break off as it has for millions of years, and it will eventually travel and melt, and it will fund all of the water that is needed in the rivers and the oceans so that the animals can drink, so that we can live, so that we can build industry, so that people can be nourished, so that the 2/3 of our body that require water will get it. And all of that is going to happen whether you like it or not. I know that somewhere there is a lioness leading a hunt so that she can participate in the circle of life and feed her family. Somewhere there is a star going supernova in some galaxy that my mind can't even conceive of. But I know that by it going supernova, it is now spreading its elements out through the universe, creating the raw material that planets, life, and everything that is need to survive. It also creates the space where black holes will reshape gravity in space so that new stars can be born again. So what am I saying? What I know is that love is real. What I know is that gratitude is the way. What I know is that thanksgiving and a spirit of positivity is what will lift you up and put you in tune with your spirit. What I know Is that just like outside in a backyard, that there are birds pecking in the grass? When I turn over a log, there are worms that are there eating. Everything else in creation is growing. Why not you? Don't you deserve to grow too? Don't you want to stop breaking the law? Don't you want to be someone who is in alignment with the law? Because when you're not in alignment with the law, when it is presented to you, when you are awakened to this moment, that you are a part of every single thing that is growing, even when you're going through the pain, even when your clothes don't fit right, even when your relationships don't serve you anymore, even when you got to drop the things that are no longer for you, even when you got to change your diet, even when you got to change your exercise program, even when you got to start to spend your money in different ways, even when you got to calm yourself down from swiping everything, even when you got to make the necessary repairs to the house and the auto, even when you got to struggle with the principal at school, even when you got to have that tough conversation with the coworker, you are enacting the equivalent of the seed trying to break through the mud so that it can be born into the flower. It's doing it microcosmically. You're doing it macrocosmically. Look, you ain't got to invent any stars. You ain't got to make a star go supernova. You ain't got to embrace the density in the middle of a black hole. You don't have to deal with the gravitational pull of celestial bodies. You don't have to make sure that all the mountains are as high as they are. You ain't got to make sure that rain is timed when it's supposed to be. You ain't even got to think about every single nanosecond it takes for you to just breathe in and out and for your heart to pump. All you got to do is walk in this moment and be grateful that the God of your acceptance and understanding took care of all that. Right. So that all you got to do is be. Open a cell. Walk out now. Be who you were born to be. Operate in the space of love. Operate in the space of thanksgiving. Choose to be around the people who pour into you. You know the feeling. Your gut instinct is there. You know the difference between that which is shiny and that which inspires the light within you. You know the difference between words that lift you up, words that affirm you, and idle noise. You know the difference, and if you don't, make note to categorize them this week. This is Nurturing Sunday. I'm leaving you with something that you can do as an exercise. Classify inner light, bright, blinding light, distracting light, noise, or nurture. Embrace it this week. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Ashe. Take a deep breath in, y'all. Exhale, release. As I speak in your world today, and I speak in this moment today, I speak to the divine source in all of us together. As we pour energy into realignment for manifestation in this affirmative way today, we proclaim with boldness the walking forth in gratitude. We accept the charge, Spirit. We wipe the slate clean. We emerge from the cell of our own limitation, and we're out of jail now. Because we've experienced it, we know that we don't want anybody else to experience it. And so we're going to live as an example of alignment with the law of love, the law of growth, the law of thanksgiving. We are grateful in this moment. We receive the good that is coming our way right now. Brand new opportunities that we did not expect, we proclaim them right now. I proclaim new opportunities in employment for people there who are seeking it right now. New alignment for visions for their lives for people who are seeking it right now. New opportunities for education. New opportunities to pour into others. New opportunities for revelations. Signs that have been there all along to now be made conscious. We speak and receive these right now. Perfect glowing health, those who are in need of healing, those who have been grieving this week from the space of loss, the recognition that the loss, the feeling of loss, is but a measure of how much one is loved. We speak peace, the peace that passes all understanding. We thank you for the gift of family. We thank you for the gift of community here at the fellowship. We speak that this week is an abundant success for those who have come to this space to be fed and nourished. We speak these things and other things that we cannot know and access in this moment. We just say thank you. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. All right, y'all. We got you out of jail. We want to say thanks to everybody who has assisted with Infinity Fellowship coming off today. Thanks for the team, Alejandro at Restream, for talking us through the tech glitches that may have happened, and no fault of our own, but for helping us with our stream today. We see everything that is good. We invite you to stand with us at this moment to sing our closing song. Remind you that the Voices of Infinity will be on Instagram Live today after service. Follow at the Infinity Fellowship for that. We're excited that you joined us today. We speak that as you sing this song with us, you hear the words, you feel the words. You recognize that voices all over the world are singing this recognition that we are grateful and that we are family. So as you share your light this week, remember that you are giving permission to others to share as well. We send you this love vibration. We invite you into it by singing along with us. The words are on the screen. Join us. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. You speak that the God of your acceptance and understanding, wisdom of the cosmos and the ancestors, rest, rock, rule, and abide with you from this point, here, now, and forever. We sing together. Amen, amen. Hotep shalom. Namaste. Ashe. Join us this time next week, every single Sunday, the Infinity Fellowship. Visit us online at myif.org. That's myif.org. We are here for you. Send us an email. It's something we can do for you. Those of you who are in Nashville, if you know a family that's in need for Thanksgiving, we want to send something to them. Make sure you email us, infinitynashville@gmail.com, or DM us on Facebook and let us know. We're going to send something to them this week. Till I talk to you again, We'll see you over on Instagram Live. This has been Rev Jeff, the entire Infinity family, reminding you that we love you, and that is a fact you cannot change. Peace and blessings.